Now it's time to catch up on the market action in Korea and around the world. And for that, we're joined by Dr. Hwang Sei-woon, Research Fellow at the Korea Capital Market Institute. Thanks for coming on today, Dr. Hwang.
Good afternoon.
So President Trump has proposed new tariffs on Europe over the EU's subsidies for Airbus, and that could result in retaliation from the EU. And this sent U.S. stocks down a fair bit overnight. Tell us what happened there and in other markets.
U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to impose tariffs on $11 billion worth of European Union products, heightening tensions over a long-running transatlantic aircraft subsidy dispute. In addition to this, the International Monetary Fund cut its forecast for world economic growth this year on Tuesday, saying the global economy is slowing more than expected and that a sharp downturn could require world leaders to coordinate stimulus measures. On Wall Street, the S&P 500 gave up 0.61% and the Nasdaq Composite declined 0.56%. Asian shares stepped back from 8-month highs on Wednesday as the IMF lowered its global growth outlook and as tensions over tariffs between the United States and Europe escalated. Japan's Nikkei lost 0.53% and equities in Hong Kong moved in the same direction.
Well, now, has this EU tariff issue had an effect on Korean stocks? They're up. Take us through today's trade.
Okay, Korean shares closed higher Wednesday. Investor sentiment was subdued initially after the IMF lowered its forecast for global economic growth. The Kospi rose 0.49% and the Kosdaq rose 0.44%. The index took a cue from overnight losses on Wall Street after the IMF slashed its global growth forecast for 2019 to 3.3%, down from its 3.5% prediction made in January. The gap between strength in the stock markets and sluggishness in the real economy has been widening. Top market cap Samsung Electronics gained 0.11% today, and the Korean won was trading at 1,138 won against the U.S. dollar, which is down 1.71 from the previous session's close.
All right, got it. And now we've got oil prices rising because of the escalating conflict in Libya between the government and a rebel-led army there, and West Texas crude this week rising to a 5-month high. What do you see happening with oil?
Oil spiked to its highest level in 5 months as a drop in the U.S. dollar and conflicts from Iran to Libya helped make the crude oil look like an increasingly strong bet for investors. Crude futures rallied 2.1% in New York Monday. The dollar fell, improving the lure of commodities priced in the greenback. Meanwhile, fighter jets bombed in Tripoli airport in Libya, and U.S. President Donald Trump said he would designate Iran Revolutionary Guard a terrorist group. It's escalating tensions in two of the world's biggest producers. However, crude oil fell on Tuesday as Russian President Vladimir Putin clouded the outlook for production cuts that have helped power this year's rally. Brent crude futures slipped 0.7% on Tuesday after gaining the previous 3 days amid rising tensions in Libya. Putin said Russia is comfortable with current prices and not yet ready to say whether it wants to extend output curbs it orchestrated with OPEC. Oil price rally is more likely to subside as concerns on the global economic slowdown strengthen.
All right, Dr. Hwang, we'll continue to watch that, but this is where we'll have to leave it today. Appreciate your insights as always.
Thank you very much.